right, next up, let's face it. What are we going to start with? T.O.?
Yeah, because it's dumb.
Want me to take it?
Yeah, you're taking it. Why am I
Terrell
taking it?
Owens. Terrell Owens, the last couple weeks has been in the news where supposedly he was working out, or he's been in touch with some teams, and that he was thinking about making this comeback. He's 49 years old. He would be the oldest player to ever play. He's already a Hall of Famer. And he said he was in constant contact with Jerry Jones and about maybe getting a deal done. And I was really surprised. I was like, I know that the Cowboys they're making a run here for the playoffs. Maybe they want a little extra help. I mean, he's in great shape still. Supposedly he ran a 4.5 40, which I'm sure is natural when you're 49 years old.
He's also a nut job. So.
He's a nut job. And then speaking of nut jobs, Jerry Jones, owner of the Cowboys, comes out and just says, "No, we've not been in contact at all. This is completely wrong. We're not considering him at all." So shout out to UTO for talking a little shit, trying to stir up some interest in you because you want to make a comeback.
Here we are talking about you, so it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Although our platform is very small, so not very helpful. All right, we got Derek Carr. Again, if you're a football fan, you've heard this. The Raiders have decided to part ways with Derek Carr with the idea that they would just bench him for the rest of the games that the Raiders have left in the season. However, Derek Carr felt differently and said, "Oh, okay, well, I'm not going to be going to games, practices, or anything. Yeah. If you're done with me, I am done with you." So we'll see where he goes.
Jets, maybe?
Yeah, Jets. Panthers. No, not Panthers.
A couple of teams are starved.
Yep. Well, so, yeah, I feel like there's plenty of teams that are in need right now, so he can go somewhere else, easily. But that's what happened in Vegas.
I feel bad for Devontae Adams. They're best friends, and Devontae Adams chose, instead of signing with the Packers, to go to Vegas, and his boy doesn't even last one season. Yeah, that kind of sucks, What are you going to do? It's the worst places to be.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Green Bay. It's probably a worse place to be. All right, next up, Kayvon Thibideaux. So Giants draft pick, pass rusher, having a good season, and he looks like he's going to do good things for the Giants. But a little interesting one, he sacks Nick Foles last week when they're playing the Colts, and I don't think he realizes that Nick Foles is squirming next to him, and he's really hurt, mm-hmm. and Thibideaux's doing snow angels right next to him. It was fucking...
On turf with no snow on it.
No
I don't
snow.
know why.
It's nothing to do with snow.
It was the entire, and he went way too long.
Yes.
Like the entire time Nick Foles is squirming in pain, he's still doing the damn snow angels.
So he took a little flack for it, but maybe it was poor taste. But
yeah, Saturday was not happy about it.
I like it.
He called it trash. But all you could do is hope that the man had no idea. The helmet blocked his view. I mean, that would be just ridiculous if it wasn't the case.
True. I guess I'll just take this one. Jim Harbaugh. So, look, he's leaving, Michigan. Looks like he's leaving Michigan. And it'll be the case where some NFL teams are always going to want to entertain, right? So he's been having some conversations. And as of today, which we're filming this on Wednesday, he did have a conversation with the Panthers owner, David Tepper, about potentially taking over the coaching job there because obviously they had fired Matt Rule earlier this season. So it'd be an interesting landing spot for him. I'm sure they're going to have to pay up, but keep an eye out for this guy because
he's willing to come back.
Yeah, totally.
And then last we have Dana White.
Uh-oh.
Now, again, if you're a sports fan, you've definitely heard this, but if you're not, this might be news to you. He's part of the UFC, by the way. He's
the owner,
the owner of the UFC. So fighting, UFC fighting is a huge thing. If you don't know, blah blah blah. Good way to make some extra money is on UFC fighting. But anyways, he was out in Mexico with his wife. They've been together for a long time, 30 years, I think, maybe even longer.
Yeah.
And they're celebrating New Year's, getting a little drunk. And I guess they got in a little argument, and she slapped him across the face, and he slapped her back, and it was all on video, so he's getting a lot of shit for it. People just don't physically abuse each other. That's it.
I agree.
He's getting a lot of shit for it because, guys shouldn't be hitting women, blah, 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 but she really shouldn't have hit him either. Don't physically abuse your significant other. So he's all over making statements, We had a lot to drink. We don't even know what we were arguing about, but what I did was wrong. He did, he is taking full responsibility. He's embarrassed because now he's got to talk to his kids about what happened. But Yeah, got filmed doing that out in public. So
Great, especially when you're in a public eye, right?
yeah, yikes. So that's Let's Face It for this week.
That's it.